What's up, fuckers? I'm Jason, the Vape Viking. So, with all the shit that's been going on in our vaping community, I got nervous and I started just stockpiling stuff. Just started buying stuff left and right, things I've been wanting to try, things I love already, just to be on the safe side, because if it happens, I don't want to be sitting here with my thumb up my ass with nothing. So, I had a pretty good haul this week on my vape mail. I ordered quite a bit. I spent, I don't know, about $150, and pretty much it was all on sale items. So I got a good haul this week. So I'm going to show you some of the things I've bought, talk about the ones that I've tried, and then, I'll show you some of the things I haven't tried yet, because like I said, I just got so much shit this week. So I'm going to start off with the small things. I got this. It's called Stars Icon Pod System. And if you notice on the front of it, it's got the skull and the two guns and the roses at the top. And that's why I grabbed it. I'm a huge Guns N' Roses fan. I have been since I was 7, 8 years old. They've been one of my favorite bands. I love them. And so I saw this and I was like, oh, that's cool. I got to get it. So I got it. And I picked up this to go with it. Some DNA Vapor, milk and honey. Now, the reason I grabbed I grabbed a few pod systems actually. So my aunt, it's my uncle's wife. Her mom came to stay with us for the weekend. That's where I live with my aunt and uncle for now. And her mom's really religious. She don't smoke. She don't believe in it. And so they asked me, to not be vaping around her. And so of course I'm gonna abide by their rules. Which is, they're pretty cool. I mean, already, they let me vape in the house. They got a 19-year-old daughter, my cousin Maggie, and she's not allowed to smoke in the house. But they let me vape in the house because they know it's not smoke, it's just vapor, and it smells good, and so it's not an issue. They let me do it in the house. So I bought the pod system with the 48 milligram nic because I figured, it's starting to get cold out there. I don't want to have to, I vape a lot. So I figure if I had something strong, I wouldn't have to vape as much. So I was like, I'm going to grab the pod system. And I've been wanting to try them anyways, so I grabbed it. So I got it. It comes with a charging cord, a manual. It comes with a little refill bottle, and an extra pod. So it comes with 2 pods, a refill bottle, a charger cord, and instructions. Now, they sent you the extra bottle because it's supposed to, these pod systems are hard to fill. I had the little smock, little cigarette looking one, and that thing was a pain in the ass. So, I don't know though. This thing was easy to fill. I mean, it's the easiest thing, one of the easiest things I've ever filled. But it's still cool to have that bottle. Anyways, so, yeah, I filled it up and everything. I let it sit, and, this is what it looks like. It's actually really cool looking, and you can just slide it in your pocket. It's not bulgy, nothing, so it's pretty cool. Now, after I had already, sometimes I read the reviews before I order stuff, and then sometimes I just order it just on a whim. And I didn't read the reviews on this milk and honey. And I went back after I had already ordered it, and I did read them, and everybody was like, oh, it tastes flowery, like honeysuckle. And I was like, ah, shit. Because stuff like that, flowery, smells, taste, it fucks with me, gives me headaches, and I was like, this is going to suck. But I've been vaping on this. I got it around noon, and I've been vaping it. It's, I don't know, it's around 4 o'clock now, I think. Somewhere in there. I've been vaping on it for a few hours, and to me it tastes like honey, just like raw honey. So I would recommend it. I would. Alright, let's move on to the second. I ordered 2 of these. So I'm going to start with this one. Alright. It's Vape Drag Nano, however you want to say it, pod kit. Alright, they had them on sale, and then if you order it, you get a free pack of pods with it. So with this one, I ordered the 2 pods. There's 2 different sets you can get. One has 2, one has 4. And the one that has two, they're 1.6 milliliter. That's how much they hold. And then the 4-pack holds 1 milliliter. So this one here, I got you can see, is the 1.6 milliliter. All right, so you get it. It comes with the little drag thing. It comes with a pod, and then it comes with this chain, and then a charger. So, and in this one, I've got it was another clearance juice. It's called Boho Vape. It's lila, and it's like a lemon tart flavor, and it's 50 milligrams. Like I said, I got the strong one, so I didn't have to vape as much. So it's got a really good flavor on this one. Really good. Like, you can taste the lemon, and it's strong. It's, so if you're just freshly quitting smoking and you decide you want to try the salt nicks and the pods, I would recommend this. I mean, it is really good. I have tasted salt nick. My wife, she had a pod system, and she had the twisted pink punch lemonade one, and I wasn't a big fan of it. But this is really good, and I think they are $5 for a 30 milliliter bottle, which is a pretty good deal. So, and like I said with the last pod system, anything drag, I'm gonna recommend, unless it just really sucks, because I love drags. I mean, they're my favorite mod. If I've had quite a few. I've ended up having to sell them all though, but I plan on getting another one here real soon. I want to get the Ink Platinum Drag 2. I just seen online that they're coming out with a Falcon tank, a new Falcon tank called the Falcon 2. Oh shit, no one wants to see that. Sorry, guys. Nobody wanted to see my hairy ass stomach. Alright, so put this one back down. Alright, so this is the second one I ordered. And it's the Kylon Yellow. And it's the same, It comes with a pod, an extra, or one pod, the chain, charger, and instructions. So, and this one, I changed up the juice. I got okay, Johnny Cream Puff Blueberry is one of my favorite rag juices. So I decided, to get the salt, to give it a try. Now, I don't know what's going on with this. I've had this one for a couple of days now. And the flavor is, I got the 1 milliliter coil or pod in this one. And I'm telling you what, I've only had this other one for a couple hours now. I got it today. And the flavor is just on point. And it hits like a beast. But for some reason, this little 1 milliliter, the flavor is real kind of bland. And it don't hit as good. I mean, it don't hit bad, but to me, the other one just seems to hit better. So, yeah, so those are the juices I got for the salt, or for the pods. And I'll show you one more time real quick. Where'd I put it? Alright, so this is the Stars Icon. I highly recommend it. I got the Fiesta one under my shirt. I'm not pulling it back out. And then I got the Kylon Yellow. These are on sale right now at Vape for like $5. And I would, if they still got the free pods with them, I would recommend the 1.6. Just for some reason they hit better. Alright, so let's move on. Alright, now I didn't buy this online or anything. I did a trade for it. But it was still brand new when I got it. And it's called the Ghoul RDA. Now, this is my first RDA that's not a mesh RDA. I've always used the profile. Actually, it's the only thing I've ever used. And it's a single coil build. Now, I end up, I threw a coil in there that I had laying around the house, and it was a real thick, chunky coil. And I don't know, it just, I mean, it hit good and everything, but I just felt it was too big. It was making the tank hot, and so I ended up ordering some Geek Vape point or 0.2 coils, and I threw one in yesterday, and I don't know, it's hitting real good. Um, Now, like I said, this is my first coil build that ain't a profile, mesh strip. It's actual coil, and I was worried because I used before I started using profiles. I used the Profile Unity, the RTA, and I liked it. I loved it actually. So I decided I wanted to try a new RTA with coil. So I ordered the Zeus single coil RTA, and I put it together and everything, got it wicked up, juiced up, everything, and I used it for 15 minutes maybe. I didn't like it, took it apart, never used it again. I think I actually paid 20 bucks for it, and I sold it for 5. I just wanted it gone. So, yeah, so I thought I was going to do the same with this. I was worried that I was going to get it, put it together, not like it, but I've had it going on 3 days. It's actually, it's found its home. I put it on my Pulse Dual, so I actually talked to a guy earlier today. I'm ordering another one. I'm getting a blue and black one to go with it better. So, but yeah, it's ohming out at 0.25, and I got it at 55 watts. And look how thick those clouds are. Nice thick clouds. And that's a single coil. So, Ghoul RDA, I give that a thumbs up too. Alright, so let's move on. Okay, I'm going to tell you about a juice now. I'm going to move from hardware to a juice real fast. So, I ordered this. It's called Vape Killer Custard Blueberry. Now, I put it in my V8 stick last night. I run a V8 stick. It's got the V8 tank with a Geek Vape mesh coil. I don't like smart coils. I never have. I think they give off a funky taste. Like my first actual big mod that I owned was Mag 225 with the Prince tank, and I ended up using it for a little while because I was new. I didn't know no better, and I ended up getting a Falcon tank for another mod that I had, and it was just like a whole new world opened up to me. So I ended up the Smock Mag 225 was camo. So I ended up ordering a green Falcon, took the tank off, never used it again. So, anyways, it's got the Geek Vape coil in there because I don't like smart coils. And, yeah, it's Vape Killer Custard Blueberry. And another thing about these Geek Vape coils is this is a fucking pen style vape. It's nothing spectacular. 20 bucks, maybe. If you don't buy it at a shop, you buy it online, you can probably find it for about 20, 25 bucks. Now look at that cloud. And that's not even fully charged. Now last night when I started vaping this, I thought it was pretty good. I mean, I'm not saying it's bad, but this morning, I don't know, it took on a different flavor. I started vaping it this morning, and for some reason, I taste kids cough syrup, like a Robitussin or something like that. It tastes like kids cough syrup. I mean, not a horrible medicine-y taste, it's just that hint of that flavor. So, I mean, I don't know if I'll order it again. I'm wondering if maybe 8Vape, was just trying to get rid of them because they put them on sale for like $7 a bottle. Maybe it's old, or it's older, so they're just trying to get rid of them. And it's just taking on that flavor because it is pretty dark color. I mean, I know they say, oh, it's got nicotine in it, it's going to be dark. But I've got some 3 milligram nicks that are clear. So, alright, well, that's the Killer Custard. So now I'm going to move on to my Mojo, my Voop Mojo. It's got the U-Force tank. Now, you'll hear me talk about this tank a lot. Everybody says, oh, when you get your drag or whatever it is, you know, get a Freemax Mesh Pro or a Falcon tank or whatever. The drag comes with the U-Force tank. Now, I've got coils that came with the U-Force tank, never used, put up. When I first bought this, I went into the vape shop and I told the guy what I had. I'm like, I have a U-Force tank, and I need coils for it because this is the first one I did buy, and it, you know, I used the coils in it. But I bought a drag too since then, and I never used the coils. Anyways, I went into the vape shop and I told him what I had, and he handed me a Freemax coil, and I was like, dude, I'm like, I said a U-Force. He's like, no, it works. Just try it. So I went home, put it in, got it juiced up, everything, and since then, this has been pretty much my favorite tank. So, yeah, this is the Vupu Mojo with a U-Force tank and a Freemax X1 single mesh. I don't like the dual mesh or the triple mesh. To me, it restricts the airflow. I like a very airy draw. You know, like that. I like airy. So, I always get the single mesh. So, and the flavor I've got in here is one I just got too. It was on sale at Vape. It's called Cream Team, and it's made by the same company that makes Jam Monster. Alright, now it's buttercream icing, cake, and then it says like a hint of salt for the sweet and salty lovers. And I am a sweet and salty guy. Like, one of my favorite things to snack on, snack-wise, is like chocolate-covered pretzels, you know, stuff like that. I love it. And then they don't make them anymore, but they used to make these salted caramel peanuts. Planters did, and I would go through a fucking jar or two in a couple of days. So, alright, I got this opened at 75 watts. And that's another reason I love this thing, you know. It's the Vupu Mojo. It's only an 88 watt mod. This was my very first mod. If you've watched my videos, you've heard me say that. It's an 88 watt mod. And this thing chucks some fucking clouds. I mean, it's a beast. I mean, look at that. And I'm telling you right now, I definitely will order this one again. When I first tried it last night, I think it was just that I was vaping so much because I had gotten so much. It had like a salty or a peppery taste to it. But now today that I haven't been vaping as much because my aunt's mom's here, you know, I went back and tasted everything, and it's really good. I really like it. Alright, so that's Cream Team. Yeah, I recommend it. Give it my thumbs up. I don't think anything I'm going to show you guys today I give a thumbs down, unless it's something that I haven't tried yet. So, alright. And this is just for me because I've been neglecting it today. My topside duel with the profile with the Jam Monster peanut butter and jelly grape. Oh yeah. Alright, so I saved this for last to show you. I've been dying to get it, and it was on sale. And I think it was like like 20 bucks. Hold on. I also highly recommend these, the Rockstar energy drinks, the Boom ones. It's whipped in whipped strawberry, whipped and blended. I try to drink 2 of those every day. So what I was saying though is I've been wanting this, and Brian Hopkins, he ordered one, and fucking when he posted a picture of it, I was like, yep, I'm getting it. I want it. So it's called the Recoil Dead Goat. It's a RDA, but it comes with 2 coil heads. It's kind of like almost like a sub-ohm RDA. It comes with two sets of pre-built coils, a .19 and a .13. And what you do is you open it up, and it's got like a little circle. You screw in this. It's like here, I'll show you. This little metal piece right here. It's got a little squonk hole in the bottom. You screw that into the deck of the RDA, and then you trim up the wick a little bit, fit it in there, and then it's got these little holes here at the top, and then the juice. Oh, sorry, little holes here up at the top, and the juice comes out of them and it goes right over the top. It just cascades over the top, which is an awesome idea. So yeah, I got that in the middle today, and I put in the .19 because you got to trim it up and all that shit. And I'm still new to the RDA game. I didn't want to see. They said that .19 is for flavor and the .13 is for clouds, and I'm a cloud guy, so I put the .19 in there just to give my make sure I was doing it right. I didn't want to fuck up the .13 and not be able to use it, and so I put in the .19. I trimmed it up, got it in there, and I did a good job. So far so good. Now, the flavor I got in there is peanut butter and jam monster strawberry, because I've been wanting to try it. And alright, so that's what it looks like. Like I said, that little metal piece in the middle has a hole on each side, and then when you squonk it, the juice comes out the hole and cascades over the top of the coil. So the coil, the juice is going directly to the coil, which is really cool. So, so let's give it a little squonk. See, that's the .19. This is supposed to be the flavor one. It's like I said, it's supposed to be for flavor, and the .13 is supposed to be for clouds. And look at the clouds that the .19 puts out. So just think about that when I'm gonna just try it a quarter of the way closed. Alright. So like I said, look at the clouds on the .19, and that's just supposed to be the flavor one. This is half open. Alright. Alright, now this is all the way open. And that's at 75 watts. So, I'm glad that this was a purchase that I'm glad I made. And another thing I like about it too is that the deck isn't like the profile deck where you have to put it in at a certain area with the notches. It just goes right on top. So I can move it all around because the airflow is done by the top cap. So this part, here, I can twist any way I want. I got OCD. I want my logo that comes on my RDAs to be up front. So I'm able to have it exactly where I want it. I can put it anywhere I want. And that's a big pro for me, because it fucks with my OCD when it's like over here or up, like, diagonal or backwards. It just fucks with me. So definitely recommend this. I can't wait to try the .13, which now I kind of wish I would have put it in first, because I'm not gonna take this one out. I'm gonna use it till it needs to be replaced. Oh, and another thing is, like I said, that you replace the whole coil system, and the squonk, all that shit. Now, it also comes with a deck so you can do your own builds too, which is another pro. So you can buy these pre-made coil setups